Hello guys, and welcome once again to my channel. If you have been here and if you haven't, it is so very kind of you to pass by. I do hope that you hit that subscribe button, and if you are subscribed, make sure that your notifications are on so you never miss one of my videos. So today's video is going to be, as you can probably see by the title, it is the Fall Feels tag, which was created by Lauren May Beauty, and this video is in collaboration with Katie from My Vanity. So if you want to see this very fun Fall Feels tag, just keep on watching. Okay, so like I said, this tag consists of 9 questions. It was created by Lauren May Beauty, and Katie from My Vanity asked me to collab with her on this video. And if you guys don't know who Katie is, you should definitely check out her channel. She's so sweet, so nice, she's so talented. She makes awesome review videos. If you like review videos and you know anything about beauty, then you should definitely check her out. I'm going to be linking down her channel, her tag video, and also Lauren May's tag video, since she was the OG. I always like to give credit. So yeah, let's just get into the questions. The first one is fall beauty. So basically this is like, what do you like to do with your makeup during the fall, I guess. And today I wore a perfect example of what I like to do in the fall. So I like to just do like very bold brows, a bold lip color, but then the skin is like very clean. There's no blush, no highlighter, and the skin is very matte. This is like my ideal makeup. I freaking love the fall and the winter because there's nothing like glowy skin and luminous. I'm just not about that, and if you are, that's awesome, but it's just not my thing. So this is basically what I like to wear. What I'm wearing on my lips today is by Ofra. It is in the color Brooklyn. It is a deep brown color and it is just stunning. The formula for Ofra's liquid lipsticks is really nice. It is not transfer proof, as you can see, but it is a very long lasting. It's very creamy, very hydrating. If you don't like the type of liquid lipsticks that are like super dry, super matte, then this might be for you. And this color is just beautiful, and it is also so different because you guys know that I'm like a burgundy wine lip type of person, but I love that this is so different. It's just a true dark brown and it is just gorgeous. It basically reminds me of like coffee or like hot cocoa, and it's just perfect for the fall. Again, this is in the color Brooklyn by Ofra. And then speaking of burgundy shades and Ofra, I also love this one. This is Havana Nights, and this one is in collaboration with Kathleen Lights. This looks different because this is the original packaging that they had from like years ago. This is what they look like now, but this color is just stunning. This is one of my favorite burgundy shades that I own. It's like a true burgundy red. Like there's no purple in it, there's no berry in it. It's just like true red dark vampy. I love it so much. And then I obviously have about 25 different shades of like burgundy shades that I love, but these that I'm going to mention now are my favorites, including that one from Ofra. I also love from Colourpop this one, and this is Mamacita. This one is in collaboration with I Love Sarai, and this one is stunning. Now this one is an ultra matte lip from Colourpop. These by Colourpop are just completely transfer proof. They're completely matte. They're not going anywhere. If you guys saw me at Gen Beauty a few weeks ago, I was wearing a red one by Colourpop, and it was an ultra matte lip, and that stayed put the entire day until like 6 p.m. when I took it off. It is so good, and if you guys like something that's just not gonna go away, then you may want to check out the Colourpop Ultra Matte Lips. I'm sure you know about them, and these are like $6, I believe. I also have this one from MAC. This is the very famous Rebel. Now this one is like way more purple than anything else that I've showed. I was obsessed with this for like 3 winters in a row. Now fun fact, this was my very first MAC lipstick. It was a gift from a very dear friend to me who now doesn't live in the area anymore, so I miss her very much. But this was my very first MAC lipstick, and it is such a gorgeous color, but like I said, it's more purple. Let me show you. It's not purple, it's like a berry berry shade. So if you want to try like a bold lip but you're not committed to like a full-on brown or black or, you know, something this dark, then you may want to check this out. It's very pretty. And MAC lipsticks are some of like the best lipsticks. This one is a satin, so it's very creamy, it's very hydrating, it's long lasting as well. It's very cool. And then I also have two drugstore options. Now obviously the ColourPop one, oh, I forgot to say this. Okay, so the offer ones are about $20. The ColourPop ones are like $6, I think. The MAC ones are, I believe, $16. And then I have two drugstore options. Even though ColourPop is a drugstore price, it's not something that you can just go to the drugstore and get. So if you're like a teenager, maybe you don't have a card, maybe you just don't want to place an online order, I have two true drugstore options for you, and they're both by NYX. The first one is the NYX High Voltage Lipstick, and this one is in the color, what is this? Feline. Now I was obsessed with this lipstick for so many years. It's so creamy, it's so hydrating. I'm not sure that these are called High Voltage anymore. This is very old. I don't even wear it anymore, but I love this color so much. It reminds me a lot of the Ofra Havana Nights one. They're very similar in color in terms of it being like that, like true red burgundy shade. It's a very pretty. And then I also have from NYX, this one I know that for sure is available. It is the NYX Liquid Suede in the color Vintage. Now this color is so unique. These liquid suede ones are so good from NYX. They're so underrated. They're long lasting. They're not super drying and like uncomfortable. They're beautiful. And then this shade in particular is so unique because it's not like a purple, but it's not like a red. It's also not like a rosy tone, but it's like everything in between those three. Like it's dark, but it's not that dark. It's vampy but not that vampy, you know what I mean? Like it's so beautiful. And whenever I wear this, I get so many compliments. Everybody wants to know what this is, and it is NYX Liquid Suede in the color Vintage, number 12. That was a lot of lip options, so now I'm just going to mention for my brows. You guys know that I love the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil. It is this one right here, and the one that I use is in the shade 4. But lately I have been really into the ColourPop Brow Boss pencil, and this one is in the shade medium dark, I believe. Nope, dark brown. That's what that is. So I love both of these very much. This one is $24, this one is $5. So you just choose whichever works best for you. This one is more creamy, more pigmented. This one is a little more natural, more easy to use, but they're both amazing. I love both of these. For my skin, I like a very clean matte skin, and what I have been really into for like the past few months are these two things right here. These are both L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte foundation and powder. The combination of these two is amazing. I'm sure that you guys know that this is so good. Everybody has been raving about this for the longest time, but when you put both of these together, it gives you the most full coverage, full matte complexion. This is also what I wore to Gen Beauty a few weeks ago, and it just stayed put the entire day. I actually forgot to wear a setting spray that day, and I was so worried that I was gonna start like getting greasy or foundation moving around or anything, but none of that happened. It just stayed in place all day, and it looked amazing in photos. In person, it just looked beautiful in my opinion. And the only other thing that I like to wear in the fall is like bronzer, and my favorite to wear in the fall, I mean my favorite all year round is the Julep from Benefit, but for the fall specifically, I feel like the Kat Von D from the Kat Von D contour shade light palette, is that what that's called? Shade light palette, the one in the center, that's the one that I think it's called Shadow Play. And by the way, you no longer have to get the whole palette. They now sell the individual shades. So it is Shadow Play by Kat Von D. If you want to just get this bronzer, it's very neutral, not warm, not cool. It's perfect, and it blends so easily. That was a very long question. I can already tell that this video is going to be the longest. So the next one is fall polishes. So again, for my polish, I like to kind of do the same thing. I like browns, blacks, burgundies. I also really like on my nails like a deep forest green. I really like that, and I could have sworn that I had a shade like that, and for the life in me. I could not find it when I was looking for it last night, but I love deep forest green nails in the fall. I think they're so beautiful. I also love deep brown nails in the fall, but the ones that I have right now that I want to mention are just these four right here. The first one is Butter London, and this one is in the shade Ruby Murray. It's burgundy, but it has like a hint of purple, if you know what I mean. Now the next one that I really love, which is just like a true, again, Oxford blood red burgundy shade, it is by Julep, and this one is in the color Anisa. I'm pretty sure that this one's dry by now, so I haven't worn it in a while, but I love this color so much. And then I also have two more. I have a really deep dark gray with like a little hint of blue. It's so unique. It's not like your typical dark gray, and this one is also from Julep, and it is in the color Josephine. I'm sorry I keep looking down, but the sticker like came off and I'm trying not to lose it so that I can tell you the name. So it is Josephine by Julep. So beautiful, so unique. And lastly, I obviously love in the fall just true black glossy nails. They're so beautiful. And I have this one in the color Cleopatra by Julep. I have a ton of Julep polishes, guys, because I used to have their, I still have it, their monthly box, but I just always skip now because I have so many polishes and I just don't even wear them that much. And yeah, those are, I think, my favorite shades, except for like a brown and a green, like I said, but I'm pretty sure I threw them out because I cannot find them. That was number 2. Now number 3 is fall scents, and oh my gosh, I could talk about this forever. So let's just get into my perfume first. I really like in the fall this scent from Prada. It is Luna Rosa, and I'm pretty sure this is like a unisex scent, because when I look for it in Sephora, it doesn't say like for men or women. It's just there. I'm just gonna wear it right now. It smells so good. It has that, like, I don't even know how to describe it. Honestly, I suck at this, so I'm just gonna probably write right here like the description that Sephora gives you for the scent of this, like the tones and all of that. But it's so fresh. It's also like sexy and sophisticated and like, but also fresh at the same time, and it smells, I don't know, it's just so good. Just trust me and go to your local Sephora or Macy's or something and smell this. It is Prada Luna Rosa. Just go smell it. It's so good. And then I also love this one, but this one, I have to say, I love it all year round, but I feel like for the fall it's very appropriate because it is very sexy, and it's literally very sexy. This one is Very Sexy by Victoria's Secret. It's so good. It just smells sexy and sophisticated and just womanly and just empowering. I don't know, I suck at this, as you can probably tell. Never trust me to describe to you a scent, but this just smells amazing. Go to Victoria's Secret, smell this, even though I'm pretty sure you have already, because this is one of the oldest perfumes that they have and it's still going, and there's a reason for that. It is because it smells so good. And now for my home fall scents that I like are, I'm gonna start with like the more obvious ones. So I love this one so much. This is Autumn from Bath and Body Works. Now right now I only have the little plug-in. I have it right now in the entryway of my house, and everyone always comments on how good this smells. This is amazing. Again, not even gonna try to describe the scent of it, just go smell it, but this is amazing. So good. I don't have the candle for it right now, but I have the plugins. And now for the other obvious one, I'm sure that everyone and their mother has this, or has smelled this, or has had this at one point. This is Sweater Weather, again by Bath and Body Works. This smells amazing. It smells like fall and cozy and pillows and throws and blankets. I don't know what it smells like, but it smells so good. And the last candle that I want to mention is one that I don't hear many people talking about, and it is this one called Sundrenched Vineyard, also by Bath and Body Works. This smells like a vineyard. It smells like wine in a candle. So like not alcoholic wine, but like wine in a candle. Like it smells like grapes and just wine, like a wine candle. I mean, I don't know how else to describe it. I suck at this, guys, I'm sorry, but this smells so good. It smells like actual Sundrenched Vineyard, and I've been obsessed with it since last year. I think that it's a summer candle, but I like it in the fall. I don't know. And that's it for home scents. Next, okay, so the next two things are fall movies and fall music. And the reason why I'm just going to say those together is because they're basically the same thing. So I don't have like favorite artists or favorite songs or favorite movies that I watch during the fall, but I just, as soon as like fall starts, I just immediately go to holiday music and holiday movies. So anything on Netflix that's like Hallmark, you know, those Hallmark cheesy type of movies, I love those so much. So as soon as fall comes in, I just start watching those a lot. I just, every year, same thing, but I love them so much. And then for the music, I just immediately start putting Christmas music. I mean, it's so cool. And yeah, I don't have like actual favorites, actual titles for you, but I just, holiday music as soon as fall comes in, holiday movies as soon as fall comes in. Love them. I am obsessed. Do not judge me. So number 6 is fall food, and I have to say donuts. And I know that that sounds so funny, but I don't eat any other donuts than the ones that I can get at the farm. And we only go to the farm in the fall because we always go apple picking, and they have the best donuts. They're freshly made, they're warm, they literally melt in your mouth. They're so good. So if you guys are interested and you're in the New York, New Jersey, Connecticut area, then go to Fishkill Farms. Best donuts ever. But here's the thing, you can only go in the fall if you're going for the donuts, because the rest of the year they only have them like inside the little market. So they're not, I mean, they're fresh from the day, but they're not freshly made. Like when you go in the fall, there's literally a line of about 50 people waiting for donuts. So they come out of the fryer into your hand. Like they're so fresh, they're so good, and we only get them in the fall. So I have to say for fall food, donuts. But besides that, I love soups because I live in New Jersey, so we actually have the seasons here, and it does get cold, and when it gets cold I want anything warm. So I love soups. I also love coffee a lot. I'm not like a coffee drinker, like I don't drink coffee every day, but I do drink coffee when I'm either like stressed, or I'm just craving the taste of it, or it's cold, you know. So in the fall I have a lot of tea, a lot of coffee, a lot of hot cocoa, and soups, and then the donuts. So I would say that for my fall food, that's what I like gravitate toward. Oh, I also love apple cider, but only when it's warm and only when it's like freshly made somewhere. Okay, so number 7 is fall traditions, and definitely the first thing that I have to say is apple picking. We have done it for the past 3 years, I believe, and it's become a tradition at this point. I love going there. It's so nice. We pick apples, we eat donuts, we eat the food that they make. They make the best corn on the cob, by the way. It's so good. And the other thing that is a tradition, even though it only started last year, is that my in-laws moved down to North Carolina last year. So ever since that happened, we always go there for Thanksgiving, because when they lived here in New York, well, I live in New Jersey, but they lived in New York, we would go to their house for Thanksgiving every single year. So when they moved down, we said, well, we're just gonna keep going to their house for Thanksgiving. So we always go down to North Carolina. Actually, we go in the summer one time, and then in Thanksgiving we go again every year. We plan to go there this year as well. So that is a tradition, I guess. And then also my father-in-law's birthday is actually that same weekend on Thanksgiving. Can't remember the day exactly, but it's always that weekend. So then that's kind of been, it's basically a tradition that we spend the whole weekend there, and we do Thanksgiving, sometimes Black Friday, and then his birthday. It's like a weekend tradition, you know what I mean? Number 8 is fall memories. So I have to say, when I saw the question on this tag, I could not think of anything, because I don't know, fall memories, I don't know. But then I realized that I actually started dating my husband in the fall in 2009. So I guess that's a memory, right? We started dating September 6th of 2000, not 9, what am I saying? It was 2011, September 6th, 2011, we started dating. So I guess that's a fall memory. And also I moved to the United States on September 16 of 2001. So that's another fall memory. And the last question is fall bucket list. And I have to say that Okay, so I didn't grow up in the United States, so don't kill me for this one, but I've never done like a corn maze. I've never done any of those fall things because I just didn't have a childhood here. So I would love to do those things even now as an adult. Maybe when I have my children, I use that as an excuse and finally do it. But also I would love to do like a wine tasting tour. I feel like that's very fall-ish, isn't it? Like going to a vineyard and, you know, with like your cardigan and scarf, and I don't know, that seems very fall to me. So I would love to do that. I've never done a wine tasting tour. And then I would also love to go to Europe during the fall. I feel like it would be beautiful during that time. So I guess that's my bucket list, and that is the end of this tag. This was so much fun to do. Thank you, Katie, for tagging me and asking me to collab with you on this. So if you guys have not seen Katie's video, it will be linked down below, and also Laura May's video will be linked down below as well, since she was the creator of this tag. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this tag, make sure to give it a thumbs up and also subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.